It's week 2 of the 2024 season, and we'll see the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Dolphins and the Bills on Thursday night.
As the weekend approaches, let's settle in and end the week right, with an outstanding Thursday night contest here with the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you all for joining us here in week number 2. Alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. Brock, we had a great one this week, partner. One of the only games league-wide featuring 2 teams who both won their openers.
Yeah, it's been mission accomplished so far, each off to the start that they envisioned as the season began. And while it's only week 2, whoever can come out of this one with a win and jump to 2-0 has everybody in their division looking up at them.
Only one team will keep the winning ways going to start the season as we're off in week 2. Set to return, this is Braxton Berrios. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the 5th-year lefty out of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua's early career, it was known for injuries. Maybe not being as durable and as available as you want in a top 10 pick. But the last few years, he's taken great strides to rewrite that narrative. Remember, this was a guy that rewrote the record books in Hawaii, won a national championship at Alabama, and nobody questioned the accuracy of that left arm. It was just the availability, that he's had to rewrite, and he's done a heck of a job.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Ready.
Now a toss to Mostert, headed left. Up the sideline, past the 40. And he gets it forward all the way to the 44. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. Buying some time right. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They are now set for 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Tagovailoa working from the pistol. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Ready. Ready, set.
Now a give. It's Mostert headed right. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Mostert punches it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Raheem Mostert, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Hardy on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So now the Bills will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. And leading them out is the 7th-year pro. Seems to be in the MVP conversation every year now. It's Josh Allen.
And it was another MVP caliber season for Josh this season to go double-digit wins, huge numbers. This guy just produces and has each and every year. And what I love, and I know his organization loves, was him breaking that NFL quarterback record with 15 rushing touchdowns.
They send him left out of the slot. Allen taken right to the air. Connection made to Shakir. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Backed up to the 8 here. It's second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's on the move. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills finish off their opening drive. Josh Allen, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Barrios now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Hey.
Tua now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
He's taking a shot down the sideline. And that won't be brought in, but I love the deep shot there. Some excitement for us on our final play of the opening quarter. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They have it 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Tua escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
44. Ready.
You're going for this. He put everything he had into this one. He's got it inside the 25. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins take a second quarter lead. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side defensively they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins break that tie and now lead by 7. Sanders all set to send it away. Hardy on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for him that could have postseason implications down the line. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Blitz coming here. Allen finds Kincaid. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain there, and that'll bring up 4th and a few. The Bills with a punt team out there. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Dolphins and Tyreek Hill headed back out on offense. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready.
The drive begins with a run for Mostert. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
They'll go again with Mostert. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. That's good for 7 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. It's the Dolphins. With it, 1st and 10. New set of downs for him at the 38.
Get set.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Pass didn't work on 2nd. Let's see how that affects this 3rd down.
Ready. Ready.
Tua setting up to throw. Chased out to his right. He's running for it. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
1st down, here's Tua. This one's taken in by Hill. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins grow their lead just before halftime. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. Sanders all set to send it away. Hardy on the return. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. The Bills getting one more drive here before the break. There's enough time they can work into field goal range before attempting one to end the half. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Javon Holland there to make the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 38. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And that takes them to 3rd down. Slot man in motion left. Allen on 3rd down. He's taken down. The Dolphins rush gets home. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. So we've reached halftime down here in Miami. The Dolphins have the lead. Now it's up north to Orlando for a look around the league. We've got Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL.
As far as the early games go in that 1 o'clock window, we'll be focused on that game in Nashville. A big one for the Titans as they'll square off against the New York Jets. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And finally, on Monday Night Football, it's the Falcons and Eagles from Philly at 8:15 Eastern Time. It was a strong first half from the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the 3rd quarter. Sanders all set to send it away. Hardy on the return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Now here's the Bills offense. They've got it first to begin the 3rd. And some opening drive points would be invaluable, Brock, trailing by 2 scores as they leave that locker room. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And he makes the half goal. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Hardy on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. Slot receiver headed left. 1st down throw for Allen. Coleman with the grab. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 28. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Allen now on first down. Gets this to Kincaid. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
He's on the move. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Stays up front, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Another try following the sack. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Escapes the pocket. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
Now, that's a situation. May have worked out better if he'd thrown the ball. His running ability gets him a chunk of yards, but still some work to do to get that first down.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And there was nobody down there to get it. Punt hit at the 7, but continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins are back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, get set.
First play of the drive, here's Mostert. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought down by Rasul Douglas. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup.
They're right here.
2nd and 6.
Out.
Tossing this out to Mostert. Up the sideline to the 45. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll be first down, Miami. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
1st and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Getting out to his left. Taken in by Smith. And he'll take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Dolphins leaving the offense out there as they try for a 2-point conversion.
The Dolphins are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Tagovailoa will look to throw. Forced out to his right. And he's got it. They get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for two. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
Sanders all set to send it away. Short kick gathered in at the 15. Field flipping return as he brought it down on the opposite side of the 50. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. The Bills set to take over offensively. Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. That's complete to Coleman on the slant. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 2nd and 3 now. From the 41. Connection made to Shakir. And he crosses out of bounds, so now we're going to learn who the penalty flag is on.
Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Offense to the line for 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's the Bills' ball as we start the 4th, but any efforts may be futile facing that deficit. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Receiver in motion, going left. Throwing on 3rd and long. On the move, headed right. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
That right there is one of the biggest differences between the NFL and college game. Heck, the high school and Pop Warner game. Because when you break away from a sack at those lower levels, big things happen. But at this level, this big boy league, just because you get out of one guy's arms doesn't mean you're safe anytime soon.
He finds him beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Offense set for a 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. On 1st down, Allen. Connection made to Coleman. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Bills.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 16. Flushed down out to his left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Blitz coming here. Allen. He's on the move. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. They'll go. Allen. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. A toss to the right with Mostert. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. And he's certainly given us a performance worthy of these primetime lights. This is now a 100-yard game that he's put together. It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Dolphins moments away from a 2-0 start. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going deep down this side. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Miami. Ooh, baby, Brock. This one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins continue piling onto this lead. Sanders all set to send it away. Hardy on the return. And what a great start for their series. He's all the way up close to the 45-yard line before stepping out. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Completed left side to Samuel. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They send the tight end in motion. From the 47. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
No matter what other stats you want to look at in this ball game, well, this defense can take some serious pride in at least one thing, and that is 6 quarterback sacks on the afternoon. 6 sacks, and that's an expectation rarely achieved. And a sign, well, this group did their homework, and they're making it pay on the field.
And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Offside, defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. The penalty makes it 3rd and 8 here. Allen looking to throw. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. He fields this at the 18. And the dive ends in uninspiring return. They've got some work ahead of themselves. The Dolphins ready for their next series. Led out on offense by their quarterback. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Oh, put some heat on this deep, big game downfield. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Dolphins throwing 6 more on the blowout. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Dolphins grow their lead yet again. Steelers all set to send it away. This is taken in at the 13. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Ball and defender right at the exact same time there. And now they face 2nd down. One final shot here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's fins up as the Dolphins take the win at home. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Miami.